It's your girl Annie Poppin. If you're new to my page, welcome. Please like, comment, subscribe. If you're returning, welcome back. Happy 2020. I haven't made any videos all 2020, so this is the first one. So boom. So I'm gonna be doing a eyebrow tutorial. My eyebrows are already arched already. They're cleaned up. So I'm going to just be showing you guys how I do my eyebrows. I'm going to throw my lashes on just so you can see the whole hookup and how that works. Okay, so if you're interested in learning how to hook yourself up from your eyebrows to your lashes, make sure you keep watching. Okay, let's get started. So today I'm going to be showing you all one of many of my eyebrow routines and techniques that I do in order to achieve the look of having perfect eyebrows. I'm using a regular beauty supply store eyebrow pencil, nothing too fancy, nothing particular, just some eyebrow pencil that works for me. I start off by sharpening the pencil because I noticed that when you have a sharpened eyebrow pencil, it just gives you a better chance of having very crispy and clean looking eyebrows. So I highly recommend you start at the end of your eyebrows. I feel like if you start at the end of your eyebrows, you give yourself an idea of how your eyebrow is going to look. Make sure that you have a nice, clean, filling, shaped end of your eyebrow. That's the start to having the perfect eyebrow. So once you filled in both of your ends of your eyebrows, then you go in and do the other half of your eyebrows, and you do the technique where you do half dark and half light. So the dark end of your eyebrows will be the end of your eyebrows, and the light is the front of your eyebrows. And now I'm just going in and I'm shading in any little part that you may see that's not filled. So I'm using my Ruby Kisses eyeliner brush, and I'm also using Ruby Kisses Cool Tan Concealer. And now I'm just going to take my eyeliner brush and go in and outline and just make it very crispy towards the end of my brow first. Now after I've made sure that the end of my eyebrow is crispy, I'm going to go in and do the top. It's not rocket science. It's really not as hard as some people think. You just have to really focus and just make sure that every little spot is perfect. You don't have to worry about not having a steady arm. Just be looking at what you're doing and you will get it. To blend my concealer in, I use my e.l.f. concealer brush, and now I'm going in and doing my other brow and just doing the exact same thing. I'm starting off with at my curve just to make sure that that part is very crispy, because that sets a really high tone for your eyebrows as to how clean they are and how good they look. So now I'm going to go in at the front and do the same thing that I did on my other brow, and I'm not going to sweat it. We're not going to panic that it's not going to be straight, because you got it, ladies. You got it. You just have to take your time and make sure that you're watching what you're doing. Okay, so now that I have the bottom of my eyebrows done, I'm going to go in with my angled eyebrow brush and get the top of my eyebrows done. So I'm just going to take a little bit of concealer. You don't need a lot of concealer, especially when you're working with the top of your eyebrow, because if you use a lot of the light concealer, you can leave a light mark and then look very unnatural. So I'm going to do the similar thing that I started with at the bottom of my eyebrows and doing the end first and moving on to the top. I'm going to take my same brush and just blend in any excess or extra makeup that I have. Make sure that everything looks very natural and very clean. Now I'm going to go in and do the exact same thing with my other eyebrow, and the whole key to this is just making sure that you're paying attention and just being consistent with the effort that you're putting into each one of your eyebrows. You have to put a lot of effort into both of them just to make sure that they both look phenomenal. It is very important when you're working with the top of your eyebrow and when you're working with that middle part, just to make sure that your hand is very steady and it's really consistent, because this part is the part that determines whether your eyebrows are clean or not. So you want to make sure that you take your time. If you mess up, go back in, fill it in, whatever you made a mistake in, put concealer on, or whatever you need to do just to make sure that everything is clean. So now I'm just cleaning my eyebrows, and now I've picked up my Fit Me concealer, which is Warm Coconut. And I'm just going to take a little bit of that, and I'm just going to just clean up any spots that I feel like are too light for my Cool Tan concealer, and just tone it down just a little bit. Okay, I found my lashes and now we're gonna start with our glue. Yes, I'm using hair glue and I'm gonna apply just a little bit to my eyelashes. You don't need a lot of glue when you put eyelashes on because the glue can eventually sink into your eyes, make your eyes watery, itch, and etc. So once you put the glue on your lashes, I like to fan my lashes just for a little second just so it can get a little bit dry. Sometimes I like to start putting my lashes on in the middle just to make sure that it's even and that one side isn't up more than the other. So on this particular eye, I started off with putting my lashes on in the middle, then I went to the end, and then I went to the front. So with this lash, I did a little different and I started off putting it on the end. It's no particular reason that I did it this way. It's kind of just whatever you're feeling, but I like to put it on there, let it sit for like maybe a second and just let it get used to being on there before I start putting the rest of the lash on, because sometimes if you try to put the whole lash on immediately, the first part that you put up will lift up and it'll just make it harder on yourself. So that's why I like to just let it sit for a second and then finish. And now you have it. And you know I gotta keep my coconut oil lip gloss. And that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys are able to achieve the look of perfect eyebrows and lashes. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Tell me what you think. And thanks.